Again, there it goes. Another artistic industry blowing up because of AI. God, what a ride. Please don't be discouraged about it. Is it a legit fear or is it an ego problem? We'll see. I'm not letting myself getting stuck into this big buzz of fear, hate, judgmental stuff, angst, etc. Because a lot of it is out of my control. So you and me, as probably unknown little or medium artists, let's focus on what we control and what we can do. You can choose of closing your doors and not participating in this tectonic change, and good for you. It may be the good path, nobody knows. Others, like Kiss, they have already sold their digital rights. They go all in. The industry will experience a shock and change at the same degree as the technology itself. It will have to adapt. And if you are an artist with knowledge about your craft and love for your craft and open to adapt and with the capacity of learning new stuff, I think that you're going to be okay. To my friend artists that are afraid and struggling in these unknown times, this is for you. In this video, we're going to see what is going on with AI music, what are the problems with AI music, and how to prepare for it. For the ones that still live in caves, let me tell you that AI can now do mind-blowing songs with the click of a button.
Watch out for the boogeyman. Watch out in the great expanse of the concrete.
You write what you want to listen, a song, a style, a theme, an emotional thing, feeling, the lyrics, etc. And the AI model, the digital music creation tool that uses artificial intelligence to generate a song from a prompt, does it. This is what is called a text-to-music AI model. AI music empowers you to create music, even if you're not a musician. Consequently, AI is bringing a legion of newbies in the music production world. And this is, of course, creating a lot of uncomfortable people. So, a lot of people are talking about AI music, even if they don't care about AI or even if they don't care about music. Why? Because it's new, it's mind-blowing, and it's fun. The AI music tools that currently could sound familiar are Suno and Udio. The results are shocking, super cool for tech enthusiasts, but really scary and uncomfortable for musicians and artists in general. In a remarkable demonstration of unity and concern for the future of music, an illustrious group of 200 musicians, including luminaires like Nicki Minaj, Billie Eilish, and Katy Perry, have collectively raised their voices in an open letter. This letter, a call to the tech world, implores companies and developers to create AI music generation tools with a deep sense of responsibility and ethics. I totally agree about the ethical concerns about how these companies are getting the artist materials, potentially with no consent, but I don't think that this is all. There's a lot of apprehension about AI's impact on creative authenticity. The artist collective angst against AI stems from the potential of this tool to dilute personal expression and compromise the sanctity of human creativity. The sanctity of human creativity. Sounds a bit fascist, isn't it? By the way, if you're interested in a weekly collection of news like this, news about AI, and to be informed to be able to survive the AI future, please subscribe to my newsletter that you will find in the link in the description. This is not the first time that musicians have problems with facing the advancement of technology. The transition from physical media to digital formats has repeatedly undercut artists' earnings, from piracy from the file-sharing era to the insufficient compensation offered by streaming platforms. Through history, there's been clear evidence of the tech industry persistent undervaluation of musical artistry, and this was way before AI. So why are these artists going out now? I want to believe that the musicians that raised their voices are really worried about the potential consequences of these changes for the unknown artists, because they are going to be okay. And I want to believe that they're raising against the same industries that allow them to be where they are.
So what is the real issue here?
Will the vast production of AI music increment the shallowness of the art? Maybe. But is this the fault of the consumer or the tool that is being used? Consumers will detect through what a lot of people would describe as AI bullshit art if they are knowledgeable about the art that they are consuming. And that is on them. If the shallow art that is produced is consumed, does it mean that it's like really shallow art? Because it's pretty subjective. We could say that there's a lot of people that are consuming music that we can consider art. In the most general of terms, music is the arrangement of sounds to create some combination of form, harmony, melody, rhythm, or otherwise expressive content. Birds can make music. A French woman speaking sounds like music in my ears. Why do we say that some languages sound more musical than others? Now a machine can make music. No. Music is when a human makes something, right? Tell me in the comments below what you think about this. If you think about it, concerning music and art in general, humans have always taken the results for granted, the songs that we like, and didn't give a fuck about the process, the creative process. The vast majority of consumers of music, almost everybody, didn't care if the artist came from a bad heartbreak, a death of somebody they loved, or an amazing mushroom trip while they were creating the songs. We enjoyed the product, and that's all. Finito. Punto. Done. Until now. Now we will need to know if this product has been made by a human or by a robot. Since the beginning of human history, everything came from nature. Or as egocentrical animals, everything was made or came from nature, humans, etc. Now, stuff can be made by machines. And this is amazing, scary, and it touches right where it hurts us more. Our beloved friends, our egos. If I would tell you that this novel was made by a human, you would potentially like it. But if I would say that it has been done by a machine, basically people won't connect with it. These positions are based on biases that potentially will dilute on time. Plus, when AI is going to be so interconnected with our creative process, it's going to be very hard to tell what counts as AI generated and what not. When are we going to consider an artistic piece an AI creation? If it's 90% created by a human and 10% created with AI, 60-40, 50-50. For example, AI serves professionals. The soundtracks to Barbie and Oppenheimer were cleaned up in post-production by RX, a native instrument or AI assistant that corrects errors in things like timing, pitch, etc. The reality is that people will enjoy what people will do with these tools, even if it's only made by a machine. My point is, I really don't want that the human experience, the human touch, etc. is lost in this transition. But I think that in the long run, focusing in if something has been made by AI or not is not going to be useful for us. And if anthropocentric egos are behind how we approach the problem, we might not get the best outcomes. I could be so wrong about all the stuff that I'm talking about, but the thing that I'm really sure about is that our egos will never be our best guides. But is it a threat for musicians right now? Udio and Suno made clear that anybody in the world can make any music that they want. But this excitement will slowly go down. People will gradually stop using it. Not everybody in the world will be creating AI songs for fun all day long until eternity. They will get bored of it. It is very fun, but maybe not as rewarding. At least for me. But who am I to say that it's not rewarding for other people? The artists that enjoy their craft, they will probably not use this tool. At least for now, because they have knowledge, control, an idea of what they want. Basically, they know what they're doing. I think that we're going to see the big impact when big softwares used by artists will integrate these AI tools. Like what Adobe just communicated, that they will use Sora, Pika, and Runway in their Premiere Pro system. So it should be an advantage for artists. Let's make a little bit of a lighting change to start talking about monetization, shall we? In the case of making money out of it, it's where the problems start and we can start talking about certain options. When is it going to be ethical to monetize something that has been created with interference of AI? Coming from the basis that the integration and maybe dominance of AI in the artistic creation is going to be a real thing, so we have two options. One, we can continue with the current music industry and platforms that will have to adopt the new laws in copyright and ethics, taking a lot of time because of its complexity and emotional weight. Because what can we do about it right now? I don't think that we can do a lot right now to influence the current structure. So I think that our time and effort can be better used in the second option. I think that there is going to be a shift towards a more consumer artist focus through systems like Patreon or other monetization platforms. With this option, people will have to decide if they're paying for their favorite artists or not, even if they have used AI in their creation process. It is up to the customer to choose if the artist's ethical use of these tools is acceptable or not. For that reason, the relationship with the artist will have to be honest and transparent. That means create a real relationship. Artists in general will lose their jobs, will lose opportunities, and won't get hired. To that I say, industries, the economical system, and supply and demand will change. I don't think that the real threat is AI itself. It is the ones responsible for how to use it. I work for some companies, and I cannot tell you how frustrating it is to see how people that really are experienced and know about their craft are not the ones that they will end up making decisions about the end product, or even be hurt by the people that will end up making those decisions. The ones that are responsible, the managers or CEOs, are normally not very knowledgeable about the artistic craft. So the end product is not going to be competitive. At least this is what I saw. With these new AI tools, CEOs will find a new opportunity to reduce costs and make smaller teams, even with no artist hired. I can tell you that the vast majority of results are going to be mediocre and very similar to everything else created by AI with no human brain behind, so not competitive. And this is not going to be in demand in a world where attention is the most valued asset. Meaning, the industry will experience a shock and change at the same degree as the technology itself. It will have to adapt. And if you are an artist with knowledge about your craft and love for your craft and open to adapt and with the capacity of learning new stuff, I think that you're going to be okay. So again, we arrived to the end. The future is pretty unknown, exciting, and scary. What I'm going to do is start experimenting with these new tools that I think that are going to be part of our new systems and create an honest relationship with my potential audience that maybe in the future I can collaborate with, propose my services, and maybe monetize thanks to their goodwill. That's my move. Thank you so much and stay kind.